when she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our offend you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
That brought back bad memories.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now Rosen on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, now, look at 56.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. He's going to take a shot for he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Left, 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 left. 56.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Extra point up and through, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Mahomes now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And this is going to be no good. That was short. Not even on target either, but it was short. And this score will stay right where it is. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The rookie Rosen has the Cards on the move. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Rosen on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They go play action. It's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing again. It's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, but, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Again, it's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Panthers. 59 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Ace! Ace!
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 24. Check 24.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Check 4. Check 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The son Reddick in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Thompson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rascliffe, and the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Left.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ace!
On third and long, it's Mahomes. The left side taken in by Galladay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. The Cardinal offense. Ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Okay, folks, we got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Leopard! Hey, Mike 51.
Here's Rosen to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw is Rosen, looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He's airing it out for Williams. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, it's Rosen again. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rosen will throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Hassan Reddick. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. In there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose. Poked out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going on 4th down. Rosen escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL,
and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this one is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Motion.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Johnson, the intended target. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rosen again on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And we're back now in Charlotte. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now it's Rosen.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to rifle one. Oh, wide open. Complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Panthers. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Godot's kick is right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So out now come the Cardinals. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flip, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Navarro Bowman in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On the stop, it's Delvin Breaux. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Z. Mike, 56, right there. So. Z.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Tight ends on the Ringo. So.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Taking a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here it comes. Check 99. Ace. So.
To throw is Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Gun!
Now it's Rosen. James has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Here's Rosen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Gun! Alert! Detroit!
Rosen to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job with knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And really pouring it on now with the Cowboys. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Left.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace. Z.
Check safety.
Slow.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They've gone final now in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rosen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Now Rosen looking to throw to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Detroit!
Play action here with Rosen. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25s.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge 3rd down call coming up.
And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Let's go. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. James has got it, complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. A huge Huge play there in overtime. 69 yards. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a third down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down. Left.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, just a minute ago, you said mistakes get magnified, especially here in overtime, and that turnover there could cost them the ball game.
And not many teams commit turnovers in overtime and come back and win. It's almost never happens.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. They were looking for Johnson that time. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Carolina, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.